Hey y'all, it's Laura Burns here with Radical Body Love Yoga, and I wanted to do a quick video on a really simple stretching practice that you can have in the morning that incorporates some stretching, some poses, but is all seated. So it's a nice way to start your day. You can just ease out of bed, or you could stay in your bed. You could do this actually on top of your bed if you had props nearby. Or if you're a little more awake in the morning, you could just ease off your bed, plop onto the floor, and have your stuff waiting for you there. That would be really nice. Or any other time, maybe you get home from work, or it's like after lunch, and you just want to like stretch a little bit, kind of start to bring energy into the body. So whatever you want to use this for, this is a great way to kind of ease your body into moving a little bit more, but without like standing up or like really getting into stuff. So you're gonna start seated, any comfortable position. This is my go-to position for the floor. It's the most comfortable. I'm sitting up on a folded blanket, so you can do that as well. And I have this extra blanket here. Sometimes in the morning, or at night, or whenever, you just want to feel a little more cozy. So you can take this blanket and drape it around yourself. Just kind of get that nice cozy feeling. Or if you're chilly, you can bring it around behind you. And this seems like maybe a little silly, but just having this blanket can just really change how you feel. Like I automatically just feel a little cozier here. And until you start moving, this is fine. And in the beginning, we're just gonna do a little breath work, so it's okay. But I'm not cold, so I'm just gonna have it tucked around me. Like a comforting little blankie. Okay, so I'm seated in my comfortable position, up on my folded blankets. I'm grounding through my hips, making sure that my weight is distributed evenly from side to side. I've got my comfy blanket. Hips are grounded. I'm just gonna lift everything from the torso, getting a little taller, bringing my spine into a nice alignment. My shoulders come back a little. I'm gonna close my eyes, take a few breaths here. Eyes stay closed. Let your breathing return to normal. Just checking in with your body, noticing how it feels inside. From head to toe, take a little body scan. Noticing the sensations you feel in your head and face, both inside and outside on the skin. Coming down, noticing your neck and shoulders, letting your awareness just melt down your arms. Coming back up to shoulders, coming down through your chest and torso, just letting your awareness spread. Taking a series of snapshots as you move down your body, witnessing what it feels like to be in your body in this moment. Not passing judgment, good or bad, on what you find. Just witnessing, acknowledging, and then moving on. Coming all the way down to your toes, and give your toes a little wiggle. Pulling your focus back to notice your whole body all at once, your mind kind of bouncing around from one part to another. Finally settling on a part that needs a little extra attention today. And you can bring your hand to touch that part. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Visualize your breath flowing to that part, infusing it with what it needs in this moment. Healing or strength, comfort, gratitude. One more deep breath in. Big exhale. Your hand can move away. Start to make small movements with fingers and toes, letting awareness flood into all your body, making small movements of every part. Starting to wake the body up just a little. It's really gentle and small. Coming back to center, grounding through your hips, lifting through your torso. We'll do a little breathing here. Eyes stay closed. Start with hands folded gently on your heart. Inhale, open your arms out to the side. Fingers pressing towards the wall behind you. Chest lifting, chin lifting. Big exhale. Rounding through your shoulders and spine, palms together in front. Inhale, open wide. Arms coming back. Exhaling forward. And a few more here. Hands come back to center. Eyes are still closed, still kind of dreamy. Your body beginning to wake up, but your mind staying relaxed. Hands coming out to the side and down. Sitting up tall again. So we'll align body movement and breath again, this time with a different motion of the arms. Inhaling, slowly lifting arms up overhead. And exhaling down. Inhaling up, taking the full length of your inhale. Exhaling down, taking the full length of your exhale. You can let your head follow your arms if you want. Eyes stay closed. Just bringing the neck in. One more breath. Arms rest down and blink open your eyes. Bring yourself really back into the present. Make any little movements that feel good to you. Just checking in with your body, seeing how it feels. If you want, you can wiggle your legs or change your leg position if you could be more comfortable. Then coming back to center, sitting up tall. Taking a breath here. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, really squeezing. Screw up your face. Release your face. Roll your shoulders back and down. So you're sitting up really tall. You can take your blanket off. If you really want to keep it on, you can keep it on. Bring your legs out to a wide leg position here. Getting set up, hips evenly resting on the ground. Lifting everything up from the torso. Shoulders pressed down. I'm going to add a flex to the feet. Just starting to wake up the backs of your legs. We'll do a couple breaths here. Same arms as before. Inhale, open wide. This time, pressing hands back any farther. Lifting chest higher, lifting chin. Exhale. Rounding through shoulders and spine. One more. arms come up, reaching tall. Hips are pressing down, shoulders are pressing down, everything else lifting up. Flexing those feet. Arms are engaged all the way from shoulder blades to fingertips. They're not just hanging out, they're lifted and working. Toes are pulling back. Just starting to wake up the backs of the legs. And then flex as much as you can. Arms are hanging out. If this starts to be too much, you can bring arms down out to the side, to cactus, or in for Anjali Mudra. Pulling toes back. Arms are your own. Whatever feels good to you. Point your toes. You want to feel the muscles across the tops of your feet stretching. Switch, flex. Pulling those toes back. Point. Checking in with your arms if they're just hanging out. Really engage them. Give your feet a wiggle. Flex your big toe. Point your four. It's the hitchhiker. Switch. Point your big toe. Flex your four toes. This is called the Blythe. Because Blythe Two Sisters from Punk Rock Hoops is so good at this. It's really hard. If this feels crazy hard to you, don't worry, you're not alone. Switch, the hitchhiker, check in with your arms. Starting to feel them, starting to have them warm up. Point your big toes, it's the Blythe. Last time, lifting any taller from your seat. Arms are up, engaging your arms, and give your feet a nice shake out. Arms are staying up. Inhale any taller. Exhale over to the side. So your bottom hand is supporting you on the floor, or if it feels good to you, coming down to forearm. Reaching this arm away, stretching long through your side here. You're looking to feel that stretch. Then roll that top shoulder up and back. Your armpit goes up to the ceiling, looking at the ceiling. Feeling your chest opening, the front of your shoulder stretching. So you can stay here, or if it feels good, continue to roll that shoulder back, opening any more. If that does not feel good, don't do it. Bring that arm back up. Last time, switching again, reaching out. See if you can reach your hands any farther away, getting any more stretch on the side of your body. And up and over. New side, hand to the floor or forearm to the floor. Reaching away. Getting that stretch. Roll the top shoulder up and back. Armpit to the ceiling. Hey ceiling. Adding any more if it feels good. Back to center, reaching. Long through the side, that feels really good. And coming up and over. You can noodle your legs, noodle your arms if that feels good. If you have blocks, we're gonna bring them in front, any height that works for you, so you can bring your forehead to the blocks. So whatever feels good. And if you don't have any blocks, you're just gonna bring your hands to the floor to support yourself and bring your torso down. So if you don't have blocks, bring your hands to the floor for support. Don't have them on your legs. You want them in front of you to kind of give your upper body a little stability. And if you have the blocks, go ahead and bring your forehead to them. If you have blocks that you're resting your forehead on, you can do whatever you want with your arms, coming out to your legs, reaching for your toes, coming behind you if that feels good, or having them rest on the floor. If you need a little more height, you can stack fists or arms. So keep holding, taking nice slow breaths. And if you start to feel your muscles relaxing, you can maybe dial your blocks down, or if you're not using blocks, just walk your hands a little further. You can add a little more flex to your feet, and then you're like, whoa, hey, back of my legs. And take one more breath here. Slowly roll up, bringing your head up last. And we do that because when you're down like that, you can get dizzy. All right. So you can change your leg position if you feel like you could be more comfortable. I'm gonna stay just like this, bringing arms up overhead, and I'm getting cut off. I'm bringing palms together, fingers are a little apart, arms up. Bend your elbows, bring thumb to the back of your neck, squeeze your elbows in, lift the chest. It's a little back bend, a little stretch through triceps. And back to center and down. Give your arms a nice shake. You can give your legs a shake or change positions. I'll come here to Baddha Konasana. Grab your strap. You're gonna bring it behind you. Other arm comes out and down, grabbing onto the strap. Walking hands close together, pointing elbows. One to the ceiling, one to the floor. Working hands any closer together. Releasing, other side. New bottom hand grabs on. Working hands as close together as possible. And then releasing. So it's quick. If you have more time, I would do that again on each side for longer. I'm trying to keep this kind of short, even though I know that it's already a little long, although not too long. It just depends. If you're like me and you wake up with not a lot of time to spare in the morning, this might not be short enough for you, but if you have more time, I'm trying to keep it under 20 minutes. So after that, you've kind of stretched out inner thighs, and you need to work on stretching out the outer part. So I'm gonna do a little Z sitting. And Z sitting, it's nice to have blocks. If you don't have them, you can still do it. You're gonna bring one leg parallel to the front of your mat. The other one comes back behind you. And notice I'm still sitting up on my folded blanket. So the blocks come in handy if when you get here, you're like, ooh. So if you feel like that, give a little support, or get a little support here from the block, looking to be as up and down vertically as possible, letting this hip relax, get used to being in this position. And you can bring just one or both arms up. And you can grab your block, come forward, forward fold, bringing hands to the floor or to a block. If you have a lot of belly and thigh like me, then it's harder to come forward, so I like to bring my hands to a block. Relaxing, feeling the stretch now in the front leg. And coming up, switching sides. New front leg, new back leg, having your block. If you don't have your block, you can put your hand on the floor. Although it's harder to bring yourself more upright, then you can also grab onto this opposite leg and kind of hold on there, pull yourself up. So here, sitting up tall, and then we'll come forward, using a block or not using a block. Holding this for as long as feels good. I think it feels super good. And coming up, undoing your legs, bringing them into your comfortable position. If you want, at this point, you can bring your blanket back. So I'm gonna do that because it feels so cozy and I like it. All right, grounding myself to the floor, sitting up tall, Giving myself a few shoulder rolls, a few wrist rolls, wiggling my legs, getting settled in. And we won't take a full Shavasana. The goal here is to kind of bring a little energy in without being too exuberant, like standing up or kneeling or really moving very much at all. This is just trying to kind of get started. So instead of a Shavasana where you would lay down, we're just going to take a few deep breaths and then do a little body affirmation to kind of get started. So close your eyes and we'll take some deep breaths here. Inhale through your nose, big breath. Exhale with a sigh. One more. Letting your breath return to normal. Bring each hand to the opposite arm, massaging from shoulders all the way down to fingertips. Each touch is an opportunity to be more present in your body and to send gratitude to every part you touch. Bring your hands to your thighs. And don't forget your inner thighs. Knees. Good morning, knees. Time to get up, knees. Calves. Get ready for your day, calves. Thank you, calves. Ankles and feet. All right, feet. Time to get ready. Thank you so much for carrying me around. And to your back. Thank you, back, for working hard for me. To your belly. Thank you, belly. And cross one arm over the other. Give yourself a really big squeeze here and send yourself gratitude for bringing self-care and self-love into your practice, for starting your day or finding time in your day to stretch and engage in the healing benefits of asana and pranayama. And then hands come into Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. And take one last really deep